I'm going to show you how and why the dry centrifugal pump is the most efficient centrifugal pump that's been designed in the last 200 years. In order to do that, I need to show you what's wrong with almost all centrifugal pumps that are produced today. In this cross section, you can see the impeller in yellow and the housing in blue. And between the impeller and the housing, the pumped fluid occupies that space. That's it in a nutshell, really. That's why they are inefficient, because there's a space in the front and there's a space in the back, and there's a battle going on between these two through viscous drag, because the impeller is constantly trying to speed this fluid to thousands of RPM, and the housing is constantly trying to stop that fluid through viscous drag. And this battle goes on 24/7. However long your motor is running this pump, it's constantly fighting this battle. So with the dry centrifugal pump, we eliminate the fluid in this space. Now, how do we do that is another story. We use a closed and trapped impeller. I know you've never heard of one. I've never heard of one either. I think this is the first one. But in my prototype, you can see I've extended the suction eye so that when we do the demonstration, we can pick up water for the demonstration. And in order to see the trap, which is difficult to see on the prototype, but there is an edge here, and this is the edge of the trap. In the cross section, you can see that the water comes in the extended suction eye and then goes down as it would a normal centrifugal pump impeller, and then it hits the trap. Now the trap does a couple of things. One thing it does is it creates a centripetal force. The centripetal force is essentially the force that tries to keep the water inside the impeller. And the reason for this is so that the water inside the impeller has time to gain the velocity it takes to create the pressure. Now, the second thing the trap does, which is the most important thing, is that it prevents the air from going back in. It lets the water out, but does not let the air back in. Test of the dry centrifugal pump. While submerged, start at low RPM, and then you can bring the pump out and it will continue to pump water indefinitely. You can see the angle that the water is coming out is directly from the impeller, but when the speeds get faster, you'll see it arches up and away from the impeller.